Once upon a time, in a distant kingdom, there was a high-ranking official known throughout the royal court for his exceptional intelligence and wisdom. He always had thoughtful and effective solutions to even the most difficult problems. Because of this, before making any major decision, the king would always seek his counsel. Thanks to the official's insight and sharp analysis, the king ruled the kingdom with fairness and prosperity. However, such outstanding talent also made him the target of jealousy within the court. Many other officials, envious of the king's special trust in him, quietly tried to defame or mock him. They gossiped, nitpicked, and hoped he would make a mistake that would ruin his reputation in the eyes of the king. The wise official knew deep down that such jealousy was inevitable, but he remained focused on his duties, always putting the country's welfare above the gossip and whispers. To him, the king's recognition and the real results of serving the people were far more important than the shallow praise or criticism of others. One day, during a royal court meeting, the king suddenly said to him, "You are intelligent and capable, but your son is truly foolish and ignorant." Surprised and somewhat offended, the official respectfully asked, "Your Majesty, why do you say that my son is foolish? Please enlighten me." The king replied, "Every morning when I go to the marketplace to meet the people, your son is there. Each day I ask him a simple question. Which is more valuable, gold or silver? And every time he answers that silver is more valuable than gold. Tell me, how can a child who can't even answer such a basic question be considered intelligent?" As soon as the king finished speaking, the entire court erupted into laughter. The other officials smirked at each other, seizing the opportunity to undermine the wise official's reputation. The official stood silently, feeling a wave of shame and sadness. Even though he was experienced and composed, he couldn't help but feel hurt, especially because the words came from the king he so deeply respected. But instead of rushing to judge or scold his son, he decided to go home and ask him directly. In his heart, he hoped things weren't as they seemed. When he returned home, he immediately called his son and asked in a serious tone, "My son, I have a question for you. Do you know which is more valuable, gold or silver?" Without hesitation, the boy replied, "Of course, father. Gold is more valuable than silver." The official became even more puzzled and asked, "Then why, every day when the king asks you, do you say silver is more valuable? Don't you realize that your answer has caused people to laugh at both you and me?" The boy looked calmly into his father's eyes and smiled gently. Then he softly explained, "Father, every morning when the king comes to the market, he calls me over. He holds out a gold coin and a silver coin and asks me to choose the more valuable one. I always choose the silver coin on purpose, because I know that if I pick the gold coin, the game will end immediately. The king will lose interest and I won't get any more coins." Then he led his father to a small room, opened a little box, and inside were countless shiny silver coins neatly stacked. "Look, father," the boy continued, "these are the silver coins I've collected. If I had taken the gold coin the first time, I would have gotten only one coin. But by patiently choosing silver every day, I now have this entire treasure." The official stood there in silence, eyes wide with amazement and pride. He realized that his son's true wisdom wasn't something everyone could easily see. Beneath the seemingly naive exterior was a deep intelligence and remarkable patience. The boy added, "Father, taking one gold coin would have given me an instant reward, but I would have missed the chance to earn so much more over time. Besides, the king enjoys this little game. He laughs every time I choose silver. I not only receive silver coins, I also bring him joy every day." Hearing those simple yet profound words, the official was struck with newfound clarity. He realized that true wisdom doesn't always appear through flashy actions or clever answers in public. Sometimes, real intelligence lies in patience, in knowing when to act, and most importantly, in understanding people's hearts. From that day on, whenever someone mocked his son, the official simply smiled. He no longer felt sad or angry. He knew that not everyone could see the true worth hidden inside a person. And deep down, he was proud. Proud that the boy so many called foolish actually possessed a rare kind of intelligence, one that only those with keen insight could recognize. The story of the boy in the silver box not only changed the way the official saw his son, but also left a meaningful lesson for all of us. Success and wisdom don't always come from grand gestures or instant results. In life, many people are quick to judge others based on appearances or brief moments. They're eager to label others as foolish or incompetent simply because they don't understand a different way of thinking. But in truth, those who are patient, who quietly work, who build slowly and steadily, those are the ones who create lasting success. The boy understood a powerful truth. Sometimes choosing the small thing over and over again with patience is worth far more than grabbing the big thing just once. Likewise in life, you don't always have to prove yourself to the world. If you know in your heart that what you're doing is right, just keep going. Even if others mock or misunderstand you, time will reveal the truth. The wise official, having learned this lesson, no longer cared about the whispers or laughter. He smiled through it all, knowing true success doesn't need to be flashy. Just like the boy, the truly wise often stay hidden, letting their results speak for themselves. In the end, the story of the boy and the silver box leaves us with one simple but powerful message. Don't rush to boast. Don't rush to prove yourself. There will be times when you're misunderstood, judged, or underestimated. But remember, your real value doesn't lie in what others think. It lies in your quiet determination to follow your path. Those who achieve great things often do so in silence. Like the boy in the story, they plant small seeds day by day, and one day they reap a great harvest. True success is built with patience, humility, and belief in yourself. So if you're walking your own path, keep going quietly. Don't lose heart because of doubtful looks. Don't give up because of harsh words. Let time and your results speak for you. And always remember, the greatest things often happen in silence. Thank you for listening to today's story. If you found value in it, feel free to share it and spread the message of patience and humility. See you again in the next meaningful story. Wishing you strength and success on your journey.